My name is Katrina.
My name's Todd.
And we have 4 kiddos. The oldest is Alexis, Caleb, Tiffany, and Camille.
Well, we were both in the Army, and while we were at specific training, we were in school together, so we kind of met at that point.
Our Tiffany was 14 years old. She was a clarinet player. She was a lover of animals. Biggest heart in the world. Matter of fact, one of the things that she enjoyed doing was just meeting new people, especially if there was someone sitting alone at the lunch table, she would go and join them. She just loved the underdog, period, in every story. She was very empathetic. She volunteered at church. She also volunteered at one of our local organizations that we supported, Girls with Confidence. Tiffany was the middle child. She did not like anyone spending money on her. Matter of fact, when the iPhones came out, we wanted to make sure that she had all the local gadgets. And I just remember her saying like, no, you spent too much money on me. I don't need a phone. I can use a pigeon to communicate with people if I need to.
She was like my little angel. I think the most impressive thing about Tiffany was her love for Jesus at such a young age. And as a brand new Christian, I could relate to how much she taught me and what it meant to be a lover of Jesus.
The weekend before school started, and Tiffany and I and the youngest Camille, we went on a girls trip with my sister and her kiddos in the mountains of Tennessee. On our way going there, Tiffany contracted some type of stomach bug. We went to urgent care, which they confirmed that it was a stomach bug. And with the normal things that go along with the stomach bug, she just wasn't getting better. And it transitioned from that Friday night to taking her back to the doctor again that Saturday. One of the last things that the doctor told me was if it wasn't getting any better, you need to drive the 2 hours to Knoxville to the Children's Hospital, and then maybe they can do additional treatment there. So the following day, she was very coherent, talking, singing, all of the natural things that you do on a 2-hour car ride in the mountains of Tennessee. That this was our first time ever, going there. And upon arrival, she would not move. So her voice very quickly became silent. Little did we know at that time the infection had begun to poison her bloodstream, simply said. Within 30 minutes of us being at the hospital, she went into cardiac arrest.
Trina gave me a call. She wasn't able to speak, and she gave the phone to a nurse. And she kind of told me what was going on and to pray.
The virus attacked her organs, and they began to fail. The doctors at that time attempted to resuscitate her 5 different times, and she did not survive.
Months before is when I got baptized, so I was a relatively new Christian. So I didn't have a foundation of faith to fall back on. The little faith that I did have, it kept me going. I leaned on it. Some amazing people surrounded us at church. From that point on, I just kind of dove myself into the faith, relying on that to get me through, to give me strength, to give me peace.
I felt like Jacob wrestling with God. And as he said, I won't let you go until you bless me. And I just remember wrestling with him over and over again about where's the glory in this situation. Did I sin? Was this a punishment? Was it, he brought these significant individuals in my life, in our life, getting invited to join the choir. It was working in the baby's room, right? Bringing all of my emotions, all of my feelings directly to God. I went outward instead of inwards, and because of that, joy came. in the midst of the sadness, but joy came.
So I felt like I just needed to dive into the understanding. I participated more in life groups. I ended up leading a life group. Just become serving more and more. I went to seminary, got a master's degree. I just wanted to understand, and it's kind of what gave me hope and a better understanding of my faith and just love within God. I'd say that's probably what helped me get through it.
Being around those individuals that were, years into the loss of their loved one. And we got the opportunity to see that, okay, joy does come in the morning. And I can remember even our youngest Camille saying, like, well, Mom, that the song that you sung or that the choir sung today, like that's why we have joy, because like Tiffany is in heaven. So all of those things were like layered opportunity that helped to build our trust. It's not just scripture. It's not just something that I'm hoping for. It is something now that I get to live.
Sometimes our walk can be as easy as walking down a nice flat sidewalk, but some days it's like walking through a foot of sand, and those are just extremely difficult, and some days it's just hard to do. But you realize you just got to keep walking and stay in the Word, even when you don't want to, because it just gives you the faith, it gives you the hope, it just gives you so much that you need. It just feeds your soul.
We are the Harrs, and we have hope this season because
of the amazing love and grace of Jesus.